Okay, sorry about that. We're back on here. Forgot a couple things that I needed, and so some of the projects that the students are going to be doing throughout the course, obviously with the plant identification, they're going to collect samples of plants. They will label them. They're going to press the samples and use this for identification so we can understand features. Just an easier way for the students to recognize what's what out there in the field. So some of the lessons that are included in this, obviously we're going to start out with what is a plant. We're going to go through grasses, trees, shrubs, weeds, how do plants work, move into identification. We're going to do a forest exploration field trip. I want to mix it up and throw in animal-insect association and kind of tie that connection in there, and mix up the course too, because obviously this course isn't going to appeal to everybody. So we'll touch on soils, reproduction, plant propagation, which I really think triggers some great learning, and forest ecosystems. We'll kind of tie it all together. So a couple more of the projects that the students will be working on. Insect damage collection. They're going to work through a project like that. So they're going to collect samples of this. They will go through, label, name what the damage is, and collect samples, so they can easily recognize that in the field. And another one is going to be plant disease collection. We're going to look at some plant diseases, and we're going to kind of do the same thing with that. Look at iron deficiency, oak gall, stuff like that. So it's just going to be recognition, and it's going to, I think that hands-on experience is really what's going to trigger their learning here. So some of the labs, we're also going to do some really hands-on labs. Hardwood cuttings lab. We're going to take 6 cuts from 2 different varieties of shrubs. We're going to try to propagate them, use a rooting hormone, place them in a misting bed with perlite, and have the students kind of watch that over the next couple weeks throughout the class. Probably going to take a month to maybe 2 months to get these to propagate, but just want the students to understand how we do that. Another lab that we're going to do is seed stratification and scarification, and just test viability of seeds. And some of the labs that we're going to do on reproduction here, we want to hit asexual reproduction. We're going to touch on ferns and how they reproduce. We have a lab built for that, and also just kind of go through how flowering plants reproduce. So this may be stretched out a little bit. I know that throughout college I pretty much had a course on each one of these subjects. This may be a little bit broad, but I think the experience, the hands-on experience, in-field experience, and labs that we're going to work in is really going to give them something to work off from in the future. And my idea for this course is to build awareness. I think that forests are going to become very important here in the future, and it's going to become noticeable, and touching on this at an earlier age and creating that awareness and how important this is, it's going to pay off for everybody. So that's kind of the course. Hopefully that outlines it, and thank you for watching.